Welcome to my video and welcome to my video about letting go of expectations. It's great to be here and I'm back after having myself a TIA, which has knocked my health back for quite a number of months. But letting go of expectations. When we look at expectations, what do expectations do? So we're going to be looking at that. What would happen if you could let go of expectations? We'll be looking at that. It will give you a sense of freedom. I'll tell you a little bit about my story in the past and see what letting go really does to you, your body, and everything that you do. So welcome. It's good to have you here. Please write something in the chat. If you would like to know somebody that would like to watch this video, please don't forget, share it to people, let people know. So when we're letting go of expectations within ourselves and within our mediumship, we look at really the fact that we put pressure on ourselves. And when we put pressure on ourselves, we tend to think, well, I need to be as good as this medium. I need to bring this much evidence. So I need to bring the name, the street that they lived in, prove that they're there. I need to prove all these things to myself before I can really believe that the spirit world are there. And these expectations and pressure we put on ourselves every time we connect to the spirit world. And even after all my years of practice, I'll have that slight expectation within my mediumship as well. When I go back to the past, when I was a student, I wanted to do my mediumship as good as my tutor could do my mediumship that was teaching me, or I wanted to be as good as that TV medium. And I'm sure you've had the same thing where you feel that your mediumship needs to be at a certain standard. And so these expectations we have that are quite natural. I mean, there's nothing bad about having what I would say healthy expectations, but really we tend to have these expectations on ourselves, which puts a high amount of pressure on us. And when we have this pressure on ourselves, where we put this pressure of an expectation that we have to be good enough, that we have to bring enough evidence, that we have to be as good as our peers, or have to, it's really what it does is it takes us out of alignment with our authenticity of our mediumship, you see. So when it takes you out of alignment, you'll be like, oh, I don't feel that it's working the way I'd like to. Because we can put so much pressure on ourselves that what it does to your brain is and your body, it heightens your cortisol levels. When cortisol is high in your body and you're feeling pressure, your brain works less. And when your brain is working less, you're going to bring through less information. Now, this is a good time for me to rewind to the past. When I was a student, I wanted to be as good as my teacher. I wanted to be as good as other students. I would like to stand on the platform and I would like to do the things the best I could and put all these expectations on myself. And I think I invented the 3-minute contact. And some of you may have had this experience as well, where I blurted out all this information. There you go. That's your contact. And I was done. And my heart was beating 10 to the dozen, like as fast as I don't know what. And I'm thinking, oh, I did it, but I missed so much of the evidence and I missed so much of the enrichment of the contact that I was giving. So I think I would have been like, I felt sometimes I was the fastest medium on the planet. I'd get up there. Sometimes I could even do it in a minute with the anxiety and everything that was going on. So my cortisol levels at that moment were very high, where I could only receive bits of information. And so when we can let go of the expectations, you set yourself free. When you let go of these expectations, you set yourself free. And I found along my journey, when I was letting go of the expectations of myself, I was setting myself free. So what I'd like you to do is write down on paper all the expectations that you have. Write them down on paper. Make a great big list of all the expectations you have for yourself in your mediumship. And if you're watching the rerun of this video, pause this video here and write down all your expectations that you have about yourself. Once you've written them all down, ask yourself this question: what do these expectations have to do with the spirit communicator? And what do these expectations have to do with the spirit world? I asked myself the same question and realized they have nothing to do with the spirit. So all these expectations of wanting to do it right, to look good, to get it right, to get the yeses and not have the no's, were expectations of ourselves. And this is the investigation of mediumship, to understand yourself and the authenticity of your mediumship. So when we look at the pressure that we're putting on ourselves, the expectations that we've written down on paper, those expectations are expectations of self, not expectations of the spirit world. And so when we have the spirit world involved, there is a high intelligent world that has been working for thousands of years with mediums over the years. So they've got far more experience than what we might feel that we have. So if we were to set ourselves free into that moment of understanding that the spirit world know what they're doing and trust what they are giving us, just imagine what would happen, that shift of expectations to shifting to understanding what the spirit world are bringing. How wonderful would that be? You'd set yourself free. You'd set yourself into a space of freedom, letting go of your expectations and saying, I'm enjoying it. Now, I've said this before in classes as well. Children are the fastest learners on the planet. The reason that children are the fastest learners on the planet is because they're not afraid to fail. How many times have you seen children trying to climb up the slide the wrong way round, fall over 100 times, hurt themselves, and you say, just stop doing it, but they keep doing it because they've decided it's fun, and they've decided, if I keep doing it, I can do it. And it doesn't matter what a grown-up says to them, they're still going to do it. And within the learning experience as well, they gamify the experience. So to make it fun, instead of relieving the pressure, you can say, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to what the spirit world will bring. How wonderful would it be if I could just let go of the expectations, accept my authentic self as a medium, accept the fact that I have these wonderful gifts, and to experience what the spirit world are bringing. That would shift your mediumship to the next level once you can let go of these expectations. So it would also shift to loving the experience of mediumship. I say always go back to that first experience you had where you thought, wow, the spirit world are really here. They gave me some really good information. If you've started to lose the joy within your mediumship, it's because you've lost that part of yourself that's enjoying the thing, and you've turned out to be a thing. If you're enjoying this video, feel free to write something in the chat. I'm glad the sound's working again. And also feel free to share this with people that you feel that will benefit from this video, because that's why I make them. So love what you do. And so once you've got your expectations written down out of the way, you start to love the experience you're having with the spirit world. Once you love that experience that you're having with the spirit world, you're going to love the enjoyment of what it brings. So instead of wanting to have your mediumship work in a certain way, I need this many clairvoyant pictures, I need this much information to come through, I need this much information like this so I can prove it to other people. Start to love the experience of your authentic mediumship. And once you love the fact, this is how it's coming through for me today, stay still with what's coming through. Don't be the 3-minute medium that I used to be. Change it around and become love every moment of the experience. So if the spirit world start talking to you about they took trips with the recipient to the seaside, feel free to sit there with it for at least 3 seconds and celebrate wow, the spirit world brought this and it was correct. Isn't that amazing? And when you do that, the spirit world will get excited and they'll say, oh, right, I'll give you more information like that. And they may move it on to then this wonderful experience where they could actually explain where they went. So it's once you've let go of the expectations, you're shifting in to where they went. Where did they go? What places did they go to? Where were these places? And that's the thing. So it's lovely. So letting go of expectations is opening up to this, not only freedom, but opening up to relaxation. Mediumship is quite multifunctional, like we're really multitasking. So if you understand that once you let go of the expectations, you're creating a space of relaxation. And when you create this space of relaxation, you're going to be in the best place for a contact, because then what happens is your happy hormones start to kick in. And when they do, your brain activates, you get more into the flow state. And the more relaxed you can be in a very exciting experience, it's a bit like jumping into a roller coaster and you just close that door and you got this excitement going. If you saw that as fear, you probably climb out and say, I don't want to go on this ride, but you stay on it. And when you stay on the roller coaster, it becomes exciting. So it's shifting your perspective of, I'm feeling this anxiety, to enjoying the excitement of it. And when you can enjoy the excitement of it, it becomes happy, exciting, and more in the flow. And that will happen with your contacts as well. So wherever you're listening from, feel free to write in the chat. Let me know where you're listening from and how your experience is going. It's lovely to have you with me. But when you create this moment of freedom and relaxation, what it does, it changes your mediumship as well, because it gives more space and more room for your mediumship to work. And when there's more space and more room for your mediumship to work, it can become, in that shift and celebration of flow. And when you can celebrate in a more relaxed state of flow, you've let go of your expectations, your mediumship can get to the next level, and then you can make and experience new experiences with your mediumship. So in that relaxed state, you've got the happy hormone going around. It's activating your brain. It's making the whole experience better. And these expectations are really they've moved to a point of acceptation. And when you can accept that your mediumship is authentic, then your authenticity is what would make you a better medium. Your authenticity will make you a better medium. Just experience that. So I'm going to leave you with this letting go of expectations. If you feel that you'd like to write something in the comments, please do. Feel free to share this video with people and let them know about it. So enjoy your day, and thank you very much.